Senate will come to order. Beginning under the third order of business, messages from the House. We have to start session first appropriately. Please stand for the prayer. I ask members to pause for a moment of silent prayer and reflection, after which we will say the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, members. Secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Bach, Benson, Bigham, Carlson, Chamberlain, Champion, Clausen, Coleman, Swedzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Duckworth, Dietzick, Eaton, Eichhorn, Eakin, Fate, Frentz, Gazelka, Goggin, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Ingebretson, Isaacson, Jasinski, Johnson, Johnson-Stewart, Kent, Kiffmeyer, Klein, Karan, Kunish, Lang, Latz, Limmer, Lopez, Franzen, Marty, Matthews, McEwen, Miller, Murphy, Nelson, Newman, Newton, Osmic, Pappas, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rest, Rosen, Rude, Senjum, Tomasoni, Torres Ray, Utke, Weber, Westrom, Uyghur, and Wicklund.
Pursuant to Rule 14.1, the following members intend to vote under Rule 40.7. Senators Anderson, Bach, Benson, Bigham, Carlson, Chamberlain, Champion, Clausen, Coleman, Swedzinski, Dibble, Draheim, Dietzick, Eaton, Eichhorn, Eakin, Fateh, Frenz, Gazelka, Goggin, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Ingebretson, Isaacson, Jasinski, Johnson, Johnson-Stewart, Kent, Kiffmeyer, Klein, Koran, Kunish, Lang, Latz, Limmer, Marty, Matthews, McEwen, Miller, Murphy, Nelson, Newman, Newton, Pappas, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rest, Rosen, Rude, Senjum, Tomasoni, Torres Ray, Westrom, Uyghur, and Wicklund. A quorum is present. Beginning under the third order of business, messages from the House, the Secretary will read the message.
Mr. President, I have the honor to announce the passage by the House of the following House files herewith transmitted, House file numbers 961 and 3765, signed Patrick D. Murphy, Chief Clerk of the House of Representatives.
No action is required.
And, Mr. President, I have the honor to announce the following change in membership of the committee to escort the Governor to the Joint Convention on Sunday, April 24th, 2022. Delete the name of Frederick and add the name of Bolden, signed Patrick D. Murphy, Chief Clerk of the House.
No action is required. We move to the fourth order of business, first reading of House bills. The House files are given their first reading and referred as indicated. Moving to the eighth order of business, introduction and first reading of Senate bills. The bills on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. Moving to the ninth order of business, motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motions as one motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. Moving to the 13th order of business, announcements.
Mr. President?
Senator Duckworth.
Just a quick announcement for members that the chamber will remain open for us to gather before heading over to the House chamber.
With that, is there a motion for sine die? However, Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. President, as tempting as it may be. I move that the Senate do now adjourn until Monday, April 25th at 11 a.m.
On that motion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, motion does prevail. Senate is adjourned.